Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your first reading for the month of November. I am bringing you a general reading for the collective of Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. May not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't, and you're here as a Sag Sun, you can always check out the reading in this series or any of the readings that align with your rising sign, or try being a cross watcher if you haven't already. Sometimes messages come through directly for the cross watchers, but at the very least you can get some good insights into what is going on with your divine counterpart. So I did want to say that. Also want to say, if you weren't able to join us on the 11th, there was a special 11/11 portal twin flame reading. It was very well received. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It was a general reading for the collective of twin flame soulmates. It was not zodiac specific, but some really important, helpful messages came through. And I was equally as pleased as everyone else, so you feel free to check that out. That reading is date or time specific. Most of my readings are not. So you'll notice that I'm removing specific dates from my readings from the titles now. It's just going to say the month, the year, and whether it's your first reading or the second reading of the month. Okay? Because the way that it works in our community is we're all on different timelines. So to have me do a reading that's very, circumscribed to a specific period of time cuts out a lot of people. And I just don't feel that's the best way for me to deliver messages to the collective. It just doesn't work for me. So I trust that whenever you come upon a reading, if it speaks to you and it aligns with your storyline, then it's your reading, regardless of whenever it was posted. So please feel free to take a flip through, a browse through the playlists and see if anything comes through for you, any titles speak to you, and if the readings resonate, then it doesn't matter when it was posted. Just wanted to say that. Also, you'll notice that the lineup is a little different of when I'm publishing. So I used to do by groups of elements. So it was fire signs were up first, then earth, air, water, etc. And I'd go around the loop. And it's just getting too confusing as we're growing. More and more newcomers are not sure when their readings will be posted. So I'm just going to go from Aries through Pisces. So that's why it might be feeling a little out of order for you. So thank you for your patience. But from now on, you'll know how to figure out when your reading is coming up. Okay? Okay, so we're still in the energy of that beautiful portal. Some people call it a gateway. Of 11/11. We're also on the lead up to the new moon on the 15th in Scorpio. So that one may bring up some deep emotions, or even some that have been repressed. You know how we push things down and compartmentalize certain situations? If that happens, I do want you to know, if things start to kind of creep up and into your conscious awareness, that there's also a good alignment with Pluto, and Pluto is the natural ruler of Scorpio, and it's going to make it easier to access those emotions and then move them out of the way. So I hope you'll not be not be too timid to face anything that may come up head on, and just process it, deal with it, because it's time. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. I'm pulling 2 cards from Spirit Animal Oracle, one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine, and you can always feel free to flip the energies around. So just find yourself here in the reading, Sag. The other person is your divine counterpart. Let go of the labels, because I'm going to say masculine, and this side may be you, and you may think you're the feminine. That's fine. Just flip it. Wombat Spirit for the masculine. Be at home. Be at home. Card 68. Be at home. And feminine gets card 4, Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. How's that, Sag? Be fearless and bold. So we I feel we have one that's kind of a little bit about hunkering down and a little hibernation energy, and the other is like, nope, go for it. Go get it. Badgers are nothing to trifle with. They defend their territory fiercely. I don't know much about wombats, but my guess is they're den-dwelling or home nest burrow-dwelling creatures. I don't want to bother no darn buddy. I'm pulling one card for you, Sag, from Whispers of Love. This is for the Sagittarians watching. Sorry for my scratchy throat. Thought we'd kick off November with some gentler energy. End of October was bumpy for a bunch of people. Romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. I just love the swirling dance of this card. Romance. I'm feeling the Knight of Cups here. Attention and affection, yes. If it's possible for you to do, by all means. If not, send that out there energetically. You know you can do that. Okay, let's see what's going on in your connection. Dear Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. Twin flame messages for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. Oh, I see the Two of Cups on the bottom. Whoop. Well, we have a Three of Cups here for the masculine and Queen of Pentacles for the feminine. Queen of Pentacles, feminine archetype of life partner, but also it's about self-care, self-nurturing. Yes, you're grounded, you're stable, you're taking care of your real world here in the 3D, but there's also something about nurturing yourself. The masculine's dealing with this Three of Cups energy. I'm going to double check it before I speak to it too much. Let's see what other cards come through. Hanged Man. I'll show the cards in a minute. Chariot. Wow, Pisces and Cancerian energy and the Ten of Pentacles. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's all about life partnership. Two of Swords, Six of Wands, and there's that Ace of Swords from the last reading, Sag. There's that epiphany, that aha moment, the big breakthrough is coming. So, now that I see this the way it is, my first thought is how beautiful are these energies of the Chariot and the Six of Wands. This is how you're both experiencing the connection, moving toward forward and victoriously. Both of these cards are cards of victory, okay? And they're cards of reconciliation, getting out ahead of anything, moving on, moving forward with exuberance. Chariot, Cancerian energy. This Six of Wands is just this glorious homecoming. It's about a win-win, right? It's almost as if you've come through this difficult time, this battle. And I'm saying battle because, you know, he's on a horse, he's coming back from battle. And it's like no lives were lost, no blood was shed. Okay? We have no casualties. So I love this energy. The way you're both experiencing the connection right now, especially because it's coming on the heels in the past of two energies that are a little bit more stuck. We had Hanged Man and the Two of Swords, with the Hanged Man being more about delaying gratification. There's like you're in limbo. So it is self-imposed, but it feels a bit like a sacrifice. Like I can't do anything. I can't move forward. I'm waiting for enlightenment. You can see that golden orb around his head. It's also a card of the 30,000-foot view. You know, the world looks very different when you're hanging upside down. So it's about examining things with fresh eyes or from a different perspective, where this Two of Swords is a similar energy, but going within. Looking for the clarity in the answers and knowing that they're within, and you have to, you know, shut out all the noise. And get very still and quiet. So they have a similar feeling, but you're both moving on from that right now quite victoriously. I feel like we've got win-wins all over the place here right now. And then in the future, just this amazing breakthrough with the 10 of Pentacles, all that abundance. That was in your last reading, that Ace of Swords, that divine gift of insight, wisdom, the aha moment when crystal clarity comes into the foreground. And this, I was feeling like an epiphany was happening last time, and I knew there was abundance. I knew it was life partnership. This is further evidence of that. So if you have not watched the last reading at the end of October, you might want to go watch it. It was a doozy. But I want to explore this Three of Cups that I'm uncertain about. So that's where we're going to begin. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. That's what Freud said. And sometimes a Three of Cups is just about celebration. Doesn't have to be anything nefarious, but we'll see. Could reference third-party energy. Woo. King of Wands. Some Leo energy. Well, fire, let's just be a little more broad with the King of Wands. To me is always Leo, but it can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarian, fire energy. So for some of you that could be important. This is about knowing what you want and going for it. Yeah, being in your power. It's the energy of someone who has a lot of certainty and isn't shy about claiming what they believe is to be theirs. So it's an interesting energy coming out on top of the Three of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Gonna start small. Page of Pentacles to me, oh, there it is. So beautiful, the Lovers, right? There we have this beautiful, lovely, swirling energy. They almost look similar the way they're holding each other. Gemini and the Lovers, but it's the level of choice. It's choosing this partner. It's choosing the divine counterpart. And that's kind of underneath, but I feel what the reason why it's underneath is this Page of Pentacles. Because the Page of Pentacles feels like we have the bravado of the King of Wands, but we're timid. We're a bit timid here. This Page of Pentacles is kind of like, well, let's just take baby steps. And underneath, being guided by the desire and the energy of the union with the twin flame. I feel the Three of Cups right here, right now, without anything else being clarified, represents a cause for celebration. There's joy here. There's joy coming through. We'll see. I'm not seeing any reason to believe otherwise. Hanged Man. Okay. Double Hanged Man. So yeah, just this masculine was definitely in a holding pattern. Here's the Chariot underneath. So guided by that energy of wanting to take action, wanting to move forward, wanting to be victorious, but they kind of had to wait it out. They had to delay their gratification and wait for the clarity, wait for the enlightenment, wait for whatever downloads or whatever information they were getting from source, from the divine, because the Hanged Man, both the Pisces energy, the double Pisces here is very strong, and it's suggesting very strong intuitive gifts and an ability to connect to your spiritual team. So I really feel there was like a sign that they just couldn't take action, so they kind of laid back. Try to look at the situation from all angles, always knowing that in the end they would want to move forward. And that's where they are right now. Chariot. Perfect. So we have Cancerian energy twice, Pisces energy twice. The Lovers is Gemini. Ooh, wow. Moving beyond this Five of Swords, good. Five of Swords kind of feels, well, it's one of my least favorite cards in the deck, I will say that. Hold on, let me double check. Page of Wands. And I'll take this. The Strength card on the bottom. So persevering, this masculine is moving forward victoriously from some energy that tried to sabotage them. The Five of Swords can be it's all about manipulation, sabotage, somebody running the board, right? Winner take all, zero-sum game. How many different ways can I say it? Someone who, yeah. Look at the card. Not only am I going to take my sword, I'm going to slay you. I'm going to stab you in the back, and then I'm going to take your sword so you can't defend yourself. It's not a very good energy. So this masculine is moving on from it. I feel this page here, the Page of Wands, it's almost as if it's the first call. It's a message of passion. It's almost like a plea. It's like the strike of the match. We know they're fully in Leo energy, or King of Wands, their dominant, powerful energy. But here in the connection, there's just like a strike of the match. Like I just want to send out a small call, testing the waters. We have 2 pages here. So there's something here that feels fresh. I don't want to say less evolved. I want to say like restart energy, almost the restart of a Page of Pentacles, a fresh start, a Page of Wands, like lighting the match, reigniting the torch, the chemistry between the two of you. And this has been something that this masculine's been like really pushing through. The Strength card, more Leo energy shows up. And I love this because what it says, it's underneath, is that this masculine keeps moving forward, inch by inch, step by step, page by page, to the Knights, to the King. Do you see? Because it's about gathering their confidence and their courage to overcome any obstacles. So I feel that Five of Swords represents the obstacle. Could be a person, could be a third party energy. It could be that really set them up and tried to sabotage them. You will know who that is, whether you're here as this feminine or you're here in this energy. You'll know what that's about. I don't think it's coming from this side. I feel it's either self-sabotage or someone else that tried to get in their way. Didn't work. 10 of Pentacles. Nice try, Slick. It didn't work. Okay, so trying to figure out how to make it all real. The Two of Pentacles, I just kind of love this because the energy of the Two of Pentacles is one of thinking quick on your feet, right? In most cards, you can see his feet and he almost looks to be hopping. You know, how you kind of, and it's the same energy of juggling. You're not really moving forward, but things are happening and you're trying to figure out how to, you know, juggle your priorities, weigh realities on the ground. If A, then B. How is this all going to come together? So I like the Two because it's decision making. And it's that moment where everything is becoming possible and it's coming closer into view. Look how close he is. The stormy seas are far behind him. And the Ten of Pentacles is that card of abundance, life partnership, everything going well, the groundedness, the stability, everything we work so hard to achieve in life. So I'm a fan of the Two. Yes, and this is coming on the heels of some, this will usher in some major transformation. This is the card of Scorpio. We have all the water signs present here, so could be dealing with a water sign. But yeah, the transformation of it all. It's going to be like the difference between night and day for this masculine, from what they came from, that they kind of stayed very still and they held fast and tight and remained in that weird matrix until they got the full steam ahead. They moved past this manipulation or sabotage or whatever was getting in their way. They stepped into their power. They're ready for the small beginnings and fresh start energy with this feminine. They're making that choice. They're persevering. They've got their confidence is bubbling to the surface. They're now trying to figure out in the future how to make it real. And this is going to be the difference of night and day. Absolutely. Beautiful, powerful. I love it. All right, so let's move. Oh, no more cards. Let's move on to the Queen of Pentacles then. Could be Earth energy here. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. that feminine archetype of life partner, ready for something stable in the here and now. Another page. Page of Cups, a message of love or apology to the feminine. I like it. Could be the feminine offering the message of love, being that stable, grounded force, or it could be an apology coming in for the feminine. But there's a lot of love here, unconditional love. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. A lot of unconditional love. And yet very, very comfortable with where they are in their own life right now. If that's you. Yeah, look, there's your energy, Sag. Temperance. Sagittarian energy of the Temperance card underneath. Feels a little bit, it's patience, but it's a different kind of patience. It's sort of, it's about alchemy. Patiently awaiting things to sort of turn from water to wine, or, you know, water to liquid silver. It's a beautiful energy of, it's wisdom. Notice how 1 foot in the water of their emotions, 1 foot on the ground, their stability. It's guided. You see the angel wings there and the sun in the back and the 2 chalices just constantly in motion. Just patiently waiting. So beautiful energy. I feel that this is something that the feminine feels is worth the wait. Two of Swords in the past, kind of crossroads-ish energy, inner reflection, seeking your own inner guidance and wisdom, and the clarity. 8 of Swords, wow. So this was a moment where you really didn't know what to do. If you're here's the feminine. The feminine didn't know what to do, didn't know their next best step, felt kind of trapped and stuck, and went within to kind of find the clarity. If you're going to make a decision, you got to know why you're making it. You know, it's like this 2 of Swords is that inner search for the meaning and the purpose of a decision. You know, instead of just going out there willy-nilly. So in a way, I feel the 8 of Swords was a little protective. I do feel the feminine was overthinking things. I do feel they felt stuck. I do feel they felt a little trapped. Like if I make one false move, like it's all over. And the 2 and the 8 is 10, and that's the end of that painful chapter. So I kind of like that, but I feel like the, yeah, boom, wanting to communicate about it. The 2 8s in a row, the 8 of Wands on that 8 of Swords. So I don't really know what to do. Help me out. I feel like there was a call from the feminine to the masculine. Didn't know how to move forward. Very much all up in their head. Judgment underneath. More Scorpio energy, by the way. But ready to answer the call of the connection. Ready for the second chance. This is a card of forgiveness, second chances. It's very spiritual. It's very much about past life soulmate energy. Okay? So I kind of feel like underneath the feminine was waiting for that opportunity, is patiently awaiting now, is glad that they waited, to push through all that indecision or the lack of clarity. And now we have this beautiful energy of the 6 of Wands, more victory, reconciling anything. That Page of Cups is likely a message of, you know, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Doesn't have to be anything major, but it feels like you got beyond a hurdle. Something tried to get in the way. Something or someone. Yes, look at that. 6 of Wands with the 5 of Pentacles. The reconciliation after feeling so shut out. Almost a card of abandonment. This is instability. It can be a ghosting, like if you felt ghosted or rejected or devalued. Right? This is an energy, the 5 of Pentacles, very destabilizing, where you kind of feel like, does this person know my worth? Sometimes it's about knowing your own, and that's why I love the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of self, you know, nurturing work. So I feel like you're coming through something here, dear feminine, very confidently, passionately, overcoming this Five of Pentacles energy that left you feeling. See, and interesting how mirrored your energy is with 2 5s on top of your victory cards. So the instability, moving beyond, victoriously moving beyond the instability in the 5s, and one feels very sabotagey, and this one feels very much like scarcity, lack mindset, scarcity mindset, rejection, abandonment. Doesn't feel good. Whew. 9 of Swords. I still feel that the feminine's pretty anxious about it. Possibly, I'm just going to say it feels like this feminine, whoever I'm speaking to, may feel tortured by what happened. Victorious, coming through it, you know, able to reconcile whatever went down, but is kind of tortured by it. Not really able to fully let it go yet, at least not at the realm of thought. So that's some anxiety, some worry, some stress. Yeah, about the 3 of Cups. Oh boy. All right. So for some of you, I'm going to keep it a cigar, can sometimes just a cigar, and I'm just going to say really wanting the celebratory, a reason, a cause for celebration and joy. I say that because of the Chariot and the 6 of Wands. But the 5s here are speaking to the 3 of Cups as possibly being a third-party energy, something that tried to interfere here, or that was in the way. It can be a person, it can be a job, it can be distance. You know, I go through my laundry list of what third-party energy can be. It can be your ego. Got it? So I don't want to put out there that it's a person. If there's not that situation in your connection, I am not giving you new information here. So I'm not telling you that something's gone on that hasn't gone on. I'm just nodding to the fact that it's very mirrored. It's, you know, with the anxiety here and the 2 5s are what really kind of give me a flavor of there could have been a third party that tried to interfere. Third energy that came between you and caused misunderstandings, grief, yeah. Self-sabotage or sabotage of the connection. That's why I'm seeing some pages, especially the Page of Cups, that message of love or apology coming in for the feminine. I definitely feel it's coming toward the feminine. But the Ace of Swords, that was what was so big in your last reading that really took my breath away. It showed up in the main spread here and also in the extended in a big way. And it really got my attention. So I'm hoping that we'll get a hint here for how it's playing out in your connection. Yeah, some information. Page of Swords. Look at all these pages. We have all 4 pages. Little emotional overwhelm, confusion, illusion, the 7 of Cups. Sort of, I feel this feminine's going to keep their ear to the ground, eyes open, ear to the ground for this epiphany. There's still some things that are left unresolved on an emotional level, or that will be left unresolved that need to be cleared up. That the message needs to come in to clear it all up. I believe it will. Yep, that's what you're manifesting. 3 of Wands, ships coming in, manifesting the clarity, clearing the confusion and the overwhelm. I love it. All right, so let's go to the extended Sag. If this is speaking to you, I'm going to pull a card and see what you need to be focused on right now in this connection, either an issue or an energy or whatever it's going to be. And then the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between the two of you around that issue. And then what can you do about it, or what can you expect to come of it? I'll clarify all that and see if we can get any more clarity on what's been going on here. And then your messages to one another. What are you trying to communicate? What do you want the other to know? A card just for you, Sag, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. Let's see what your advice your spiritual team has for you. And then the outcome position, what can you expect going forward? And in what time frame? So if timing's a factor in this part of the program, it would come out there. So the link to the extended is below in the first or second sentence. I hope to see you there in a second. Otherwise, I'll catch you for your second reading of November. Bye, Sag.